So I just finished watching an interview between President Trump and Terry Moran of ABC News regarding President Trump's first 100 days in office. And it was the typical bought and paid for left-wing anti-Trump news media interview that consisted of a lot of leading questions and interrogation, trying to catch our president in a "I got you" moment. Okay? But what I don't understand is why they didn't have that same approach with the previous senile corrupt president. Okay? Instead of asking him questions like, "What type of ice cream do you like, sir?" They could have asked him, "Why did you give the J6 committee a preemptive pardon?" The same committee that was accusing Trump of insurrection. Why did they get a preemptive pardon? Major news, barely covered. Then you got the doctor that received the preemptive pardon, Dr. Fauci, that was supposed to be following the science but was funding gain of function. Major news, barely covered. Then you had a president that pardoned several of his family members, including his crackhead son. Okay? Major news, barely covered. And that is the reason why the majority of the American people are no longer looking to the mainstream news media as their source of information, because they are of their father, the devil, and his works they are doing. A bunch of liars. At any rate, during the interview between Trump and Moran, two topics came up. Of course, illegal immigration was one of them, to which Moran questioned Trump's method of deportation. Now, what I don't understand is Trump had told the illegals before he was reelected to get ready to head back to the border, because that's where you're about to go. Okay, if you're on your way, turn back around and go home, because I'm going to close the border up and I'm going to have a historic deportation. Okay, he told y'all that. So why y'all acting brand new? Y'all always say believe what he says. Why y'all didn't believe him when he said it? And he still hasn't reached the goal that Barack Obama met, because Barack reportedly deported millions of illegal immigrants and was behind the cages that they were in. Okay, but the media didn't want to talk about that. Although you got Michelle Obama here recently reportedly saying that she's losing sleep at night over Trump's deportation. Well, I guess her ass didn't get no sleep when Obama was in office either. At any rate, you guys, also Moran questioned Trump on Putin. He was like, "Do you really think Putin, who's the president of Russia, do you really think he wants peace? Okay, that's currently at war with Ukraine." He's like, do you trust Putin? Do you trust him? And our president looked at him and said, "I don't trust you." See, that's my president, you guys. Straight up, no chaser. Gonna tell you to your face. You don't have to worry about hearing it through the grapevine, because he's gonna tell you on your timeline. Okay, I always want to talk about Russia and Putin. It reminds me when Trump did an interview with Bill O'Reilly, and Bill O'Reilly was telling Trump, Putin is a killer. Putin is a thug. And our president was like, well, we got a lot of killers and a lot of thugs over here. We haven't always made the best choices as a country. We made several mistakes. And that is why I can respect this president. Okay, accountability. They love to label other leaders overseas bad men and terrorists. But y'all always invading other countries, going over there, starting shit, stealing shit, okay, under the guise of democracy and humanitarian aid, and then want to turn around and label somebody else a terrorist. At any rate, what's the Bible say? How can you remove the mote in your brother's eye when there's a beam in yours? Yeah, I would say that's our government. You got a beam in your eye. You have no room to say anything about anybody else's leadership. But shout out to our now president, who is making America great again.